What's going on, YouTube? It's the FRS in here, back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about rice and what it is, and is it really bad? When we say rice, we're not talking about the rice that you eat, of course. We're talking about the rice that you put on the car to make it look like a race car, I guess. So the abbreviation is race inspired car enhancements. So I'm finna get out the car and show you guys what my rice is on my car. So we get to the back. This louver is considered rice. You know, I love it. A lot of people don't, but it's my car, so I don't really care what other people think about it. Another thing that people say is wood might be rice. No one told me that, but is this lip, which is another race inspired car enhancement, but it's like a lip. I gotta wash this car. I'm so my car is always filthy in every video, so you'll get used to it. But so as far as rice, it's just the lip and louver on my car. And to be honest, I think my enhancements balances out the rice, really. But I don't think rice is bad. I don't care if you making 100 horsepower and your car looks like crazy fast. I don't care about none of that, because I think rice is really like a form of expressing yourself through your car and what you like on your car. Maybe you don't like going fast, but maybe you would like to make your car look not necessarily like a race car, but make it look how you want and make it look, you know, maybe better than stock. So the parts that you just put on is just considered rice in those terms. So I feel that yeah, I don't think that rice is bad, because it's like, if you get a house and decorate it, it's gonna be like, you know, they decorate in their house. So it should be the same thing as a car, since the car is also their property. As far as enhancements go for this car, as soon as I got the car engine went bye-bye. So we had rebuilt the engine, stronger rod. So that's about 10,000 put into the car as far as the engine. Then it's tuned, and then flex fuel and all that stuff. So all the money that I put in this car is mostly for performance, or, you know, anything performance wise. Like as for rice, it's probably like not even 2% of that. So I don't think my car will be riced out. I know I got some comments that your car is riced out and all that just because of the louvers, but you know, it's them. And I love the louvers. A lot of people don't like them, but you know how it goes. Now, why do people think rice is so bad? I really think it's just because a bunch of kids, really. A bunch of kids say your thing is riced out, like, oh, it's just rice and stuff. Because we overhype horsepower and going fast, when the people who actually has horsepower are going to the track and to the drag strip. Like, a lot of people call 400 horsepower slow, which is not. It's definitely pretty fast for road use, 400 horsepower. And a lot of people say, oh, a car isn't fast till it hits 700 horsepower. Like, what? There's this BRZ with 600 horsepower, wheel horsepower, and can beat Hellcats. I also have a friend with 600 horsepower. Well, 611? No, it's 600 wheel horsepower, and he said he was beating Hellcats when he just had 400 wheel horsepower. So I'm like, just having a lot of horsepower does not mean like you're like, you know, super fast. Obviously 700 horsepower is still a lot, but if you're like weight like 5 tons, that 700 horsepower isn't gonna be 700 horsepower compared to other cars that's lighter, like this car. So when you have this car going at 600 wheel horsepower, 700 wheel horsepower. Like, these cars are pretty quick since they're light. But we're straying away from, you know, stuff being rice and stuff. Obviously, people gonna have their own opinion about, oh, horsepower over this, horsepower over that. But if you're not going to the track, and you're not trying to go to the track, and you're not racing on the street, and also you're not trying to go to the drag strip and make it a drag car, does it really matter? Does horsepower really matters if it's just a daily? I think 300 horsepower is like really the perfect spot for road use. So 260 to 300 I think is the perfect spot for road use. So I think after that, you're just looking for power and looking to use the power for something. So I feel that, you know, just horsepower in general is just overrated unless you're going to the track or the drag strip. Other than that, and even if you're racing on the street, it's still like, if you're not racing for money, if you're not doing none of that, if you're not using the horsepower to have fun, like going to the track or something, like 300 horsepower, perfect for whatever I need to do. I've been in cars with turbos in it making 260 to 350, and they are perfect where they're at. They don't need no more power, they don't need nothing like that. But if you want to make your car faster, by all means, go ahead. But if someone gets 300 horsepower on a car, like, I think it's perfect, unless it's like a super heavy car, like a Hellcat or something like that. But a Hellcat is not making 300 horsepower now, is it? But other than that, I think horsepower is just over excessive. That's just my opinion. Everyone else, of course, has their own opinion, so, you know, you can do as you will. But I feel that, you know, if you're making 300 horsepower, you're fine. And if you want to rice your car out, like, as if it's a bad thing. As if it's a bad thing to rice your car out. By all means, it's your property. Go for it. If you want to make your car look like how you want your car to look like, sure. Why not? What is this guy in a wheelchair doing? Not even gonna. But anyways, and don't comment, oh, you should have helped that dude. I'm not getting. Anyways, but yeah. So if you want to rice your car out. It's your property, you know. But I just hate the kids that come on here and like, bro, your thing is slow. You're only making 500 horsepower to a WRX that's got bolt-ons and stuff like that, or anything like what? Like I think it's an EcoBoost Mustang that makes 310 horsepower. It's fairly quick for road use. As I said, like, it has enough power to, you know, do what you want to do on the road. Probably not legally, but 310 horsepower. Over that, you're asking for some trouble. To hear your comments and what you think about the situation. Do you feel that horsepower should be over cosmetics? I feel it should. I feel horsepower should be over cosmetics to a certain extent. If you don't want to go fast, if you don't want to do none of that, that's cool. You don't, then cosmetics over horsepower any day. But if you do want to go fast and you do want to go, what is this? But if you do want to go fast and you do want to do all that, of course, horsepower over, if you're going to the track and stuff, horsepower over cosmetics. a certain extent. Like if you have 300 horsepower, yeah, you can do whatever you want cosmetically. If you have 250 horsepower, 260, like 260 to 300, perfect. Just do whatever you want, you know. But it also depends on your weight, because horsepower isn't everything. Once we get into gear ratios, weight of the car, you know, aerodynamics, stuff like that. So, you know, it's not just about horsepower. Bro, what is this? Is this a house? The freak? But if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, like, comment, subscribe. And if you feel that I am wrong in this situation or disagree with anything, I would like to hear your comments. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's everybody else's property. Personal property, they can do as what they want with it. You can complain if you want, but like, really it's not gonna do anything. So I just feel like, you know, people should do what they want to do with their car if they want to make it fast, because cars is not just for going fast. Like, we have show cars, we have the drag cars, we have the track cars, things like that. You know, like the FRS is a track car. It's not meant to be going in a straight line fast. So it's like, you know, do as you may will with that information, but you know, not everybody cares about having a lot of horsepower. But if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for tuning in. See you guys in the next one. And if you want me to talk about another topic, comment it down below. Peace.